This is season 3 of the Pundit's Playbook. I'm Marty, and I'm ready to go this year. So we're going to start with the AFC East, and in 4th place, I'm going to have the New York Jets. They are projected at 5.5 wins, and they're plus 1,600 to take the division. The reasoning why is because they have a whole new coaching staff. New head coach, new OC, new DC. They have Justin Fields, a new quarterback at their position as well. And this year, they're only favored in 2 games, so Vegas is not high on them, and neither am I. So that's really all I have to say about them. In 3rd place, I have the Miami Dolphins. They are projected 7.5 to 8.5 wins, depending on where you look, and they're plus 700 to take this division. So the big 2 keys with the Miami Dolphins, it's their O-line and their defense. Their O-line is ranked 25th this year, so it's really bad. Can they run the ball? Can they protect Tua? Those are big question marks this year. And then their defense, their secondary. They have a whole new secondary, and it's going to be much worse this year, so I'm nervous for them on defense there. However, they have the 9th easiest schedule in the NFL, so that's why they're projected at 7.5, 8.5 wins. They have some talent on the offense, so they could put together a decent season. In 2nd place, I have the New England Patriots. They are projected at 8.5 wins, and they're plus 500. The reason why I like them is they have a new head coach, Mike Vrabel. He comes from Tennessee, and he was really good there. They added some offensive weapons as well, Stephon Diggs and Henderson in the draft, so that should really help Drake May. I'm really high on Drake May. I think he's a pretty decent quarterback, and I want him to use his legs more this year. Another reason why I like the Patriots, 2nd easiest schedule in the NFL. And get this, they are favored in 11 games as of right now, which is extremely high. So that's something really cool for them. The only thing that concerns me is their O-line is really bad, and it's ranked 29th this season. So can they protect Drake May? We're going to have to wait and see. And then last but not least, definitely not biased at all. 1st place, I have the Buffalo Bills. They're projected at 11.5 wins, and they're minus 250 to win this division, so that's really big. They are favored in all 17 games this year. That's really unique and really cool to see. They have the 5th easiest schedule. That's another reason why I like them to get the 1 seed in the AFC and to make a Super Bowl run. I mean, they have Josh Allen as well. MVP last year and could win the MVP again this year. We'll see. And they added a lot to their defensive line, and they drafted a lot of defensive players, which I like. The Bills kind of just fell short on the defensive side in the playoffs the past few seasons, so I really like them addressing the defensive side. So now let's transition into the NFC East. So in 4th place, I have the New York Giants, projected at 5.5 wins, and they're plus 2,500 to win this division, so there's really no chance. They added Russell Wilson and then drafted Jackson Dart, so I think Russell's going to start the season, and Jackson Dart's going to come on towards the end of the season. The reason why I don't like the Giants at all this year, number 1 hardest schedule in the NFL. So the scheduling did not do them any favors whatsoever. They're just favored in 1 game this year, and their O-line is ranked 28th overall, so horrible O-line. Can they protect Wilson? Can they protect Dart? I don't know. The key for the Giants, though, to do well this season, they need to start faster. They started very slow last year, always behind. So they need to start faster, score earlier, and they need to improve in the red zone. They're really bad in the red zone, so those are the 3 key factors they need to do to improve this year. In 3rd place, I'm going to have the Dallas Cowboys, projected at 7.5 wins, and they're plus 550 to take this division. So they have a whole new coaching staff this year. They traded for George Pickens, which I really like because behind CeeDee Lamb, they really don't have much. So I really like this George Pickens signing. This season just rests on Dak. Is Dak worth all that money they spent on him? So far, it hasn't really shown. So this is a big season for Dak. He needs to stay healthy and show that he is worth all that money. Some concerns, though, for Dallas. They did very little to address their run defense. Their run defense was horrible last year. They gave up the 3rd most yards per attempt last year, and they didn't really address anything. So they're going to be horrible again on the run defense, I think. They have the 11th hardest schedule and are the only team this year to play 3 games in 10 days. So that is horrible scheduling towards the end of the year. Teams that play 3 games in 10 days, their records are 4-9, which is a 31% win rate. So scheduling did not do any help for Dallas later in the season. So now for 2nd place, I'm going to have the Washington Commanders, projected at 9.5 wins plus 220. So this offseason, they traded for Debo, and they traded for Larry Tunsil. Those would be 2 big key additions to their offense there. Jaden Daniels in the run game last year was great, and I'm expecting them to be pretty good this year as well. So I'm really high on Jaden Daniels. I really liked what I saw last year and think he can definitely still improve. They went 4-1 in games decided by 3 points or less. So they're really good last year in close games. What happens if variance is on the other side and they lose a lot of those close games this year? And then this year they played 9 games against teams expected to win 8.5 wins or more. So they're playing a lot of tougher teams this year. And then last but not least, I'm going first place. I'm going to have the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champs, projected at 11.5 wins, minus 135. They have a great roster, and they added a lot of defensive players, which I love to see. They have the number 1 ranked O-line with Saquon. I think they're going to have another good running game this year. And then the tush push. They voted to ban that, and it stayed, so it lives on, and Jalen Hurts is really good at doing it, and the Eagles love doing it. So I think that's another huge factor for the Eagles there. Just 2 small things with them. They lost their OC, Kellen Moore. He went to go be a head coach for the Saints. And then they have the 4th hardest schedule this year. But outside of those 2 concerns, I think this team is really talented. And I think they could win this division and go on a little playoff push. So I really like them. But other than that, that's all I have for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, money never sleeps.